Math is everywhere. How could you not embrace it? And it's beyond arithmetic. It's beyond going to the grocery store and knowing how much change you should get back. It's about knowing how to balance your checkbook. It's about knowing how to take a measurement to get size for a prom dress. It's about knowing how much to measure out when you're making cookies. It's in everything. It's, when you take a dance class and the teacher's counting and there's a rhythm, yes, rhythm is felt, but it's also something that's mathematical. And so I think not having an interest in math or being deterred from having an interest in math because you've had one bad experience with a math teacher is doing yourself a disservice. My first failing grade in a math class was in advanced algebra trig. I got a D. And I took it in summer school and got a C. So I didn't do that much better. But I got to the next level, which was, I think, Precalculus. In that class, I had a teacher, her name was Miss Vaughn. And I actually took her class and then got an A and became the TA the next semester. So she and I had spent a fair amount of time together. And one day she says to me, what do you think about engineering? I didn't know what engineering was. And I said, well, I'm not really sure what they do. And she said, well, there's this internship at Lawrence Berkeley Lab that I think you should apply for so you could find out about what they do. So I said, okay, filled out the application and got the opportunity at Lawrence Berkeley Lab, which was great. I think I was the only girl. Well, before that program was over, I met someone else. And she said, hey, looks like you really enjoyed this. Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of East Bay Mud? I was like, what's East Bay Mud? I was like, oh, that's right. We pay our water bill there. She's like, they have an internship opportunity. Why don't you apply for that? So I did, and I got that internship. So the interesting thing was I got a D in advanced algebra trig, only to get a C taking it over. And at that point, I could have said, you know what, I'm done with math. I don't get it. I took this class over and I still got a C. But just having that experience with Ms. Vaughn, from that point forward, every math class I took, including college, I got A's. So I think it's important for students to recognize that one class does not necessarily define how well you do in a particular subject. And oftentimes that is the case with math and science. A student will say, oh, I got a C or I got a D. I'm just not good at math. I just don't understand physics. Well, there are lots of things that play into that. It could be what's happening at home. It could be a particular concept just wasn't explained in a way that made it feel applicable to you. So I think students should give math and science another shot, because I think oftentimes they only get one shot.